We're back, and we're gonna give them crappie a try in this bigger lake again. We had a little fun just chilling and trolling in that other lake. We might do a little trolling in here, but I found something. I found a little fish down here at the end in the brush. So I'm gonna start out in the brush today, and we may be back out here in the big part of the lake, but right now we're gonna go in the brush. We're gonna try to jig some of them out of there with the beetle spin. Let's see what we can do, guys. That old squirrel was mad. He was mad or something grabbed a hold of him. Let's see how much brush is in here, guys. I mean, you can see there's cypress trees here and there, but there's tons of, I call it buck brush. It's just different kinds of stuff out there. And them fish, they can go, if you go that way, it's like 20, 30 yards. If you go that way, it's like 50, 60 yards of buck brush in this water. So man, the fish, you know, they're loaded in there. And when they get ready, they'll come to the edges, you know, looking for some, because this is like the main part. But they'll get ready to look for the bait to come through here. And hopefully we got something to offer them when they're here. Hopefully we find a couple. See, I hear them back there. I hear them all the time in the background, so I know they're back in that brush. All kinds of fish, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna catch some good crappie eventually, because there is some out there in the middle, but they're kind of stove up out there. They don't want to bite. Hoping I can find some. I know they're the same way in here, but when they're hungry, they'll come out here to the edge. So there he is. What we got there? What do? It feels like a bass. Oh no, it's a crappie. That's a good one. That old crappie felt like a bass. That's a good one, guys. I'm afraid I'm gonna scare that top. Get over this way. Oh, come on, easy. Man, I got him hooked good. So I can get this hook out of him. I've been out there on the middle of the lake and I couldn't get no bites. I come in here in this brushy stuff. And there he is. Man, he's a good one. He is thick. Look how solid all the way through. Man, that thing might weigh 1.5 pounds. I don't know. I'm gonna call him a pounder for sure. Give him a little weigh here on my scale. I'd like to see what he weighs. 130. 130. He's not quite as big as I thought, but he's a good one. Yes, sir. That's a pretty one. We'll take him. Oh, crappie. There we go. We got to pull through there now. That might wake up something. Uh-oh, easy now. Some brush tops. Uh-oh. There he goes. What we got here? That's not a crappie. That's an old drum. Easy, guy. See if I can scoop you up here. He's a pretty drum. Man, I ain't seen one that pretty in a while. They usually look pretty rough. Ouch. Well, yep, knocking them rocks together. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a pretty drum. Oh, got some pretty colors too. He didn't like that. Alright, later. Just gonna ease on in this little cove right here. It's a little cove, I mean it goes way back there, but well, I might need to fish this side of it too. Let's just give it a try. We'll fish this outside of it and then we'll fish the inside. I would say out here is still guard territory. Inside there, probably not as much. I mean, I could be wrong, but we'll see. This has been a very tough summer for me, for crappie. Because I bluegilled, but man, that was so much fun and good eating. Man, you know, crappie are delicious. You eat them all the time, and then you taste some bluegill, and it's like, wow. And then you eat bluegill all the time, and then you taste some crappie, they're like, wow. You know, so you're on a back and forth kind of thing there, guys. I just keep fishing and eating fish. I love fish. I love to catch them, I love to fish for them, and I love to eat them. So I got lots of reasons to stay out here and fish hard. We're all over the place. I've been trying it in the middle and trying it on the sides around the trees, and now I'm thinking about just getting up in here and following the brush line and see if I can't pull one out. It looks good right here. Looks really good. I could see where one might want to hang out here. Hopefully more than one. That looks good in there. That brush looks good right there, because it's opened and it's out here away from the thick brush like this right here. This is good too, but I mean it's got, yeah, there's a little bit of it out here, but most of it's up against the rest of the brush and you can't fish it. You can only fish the edge of it. Look at that log right there. Man, that looks good too. Some good looking areas. Just that the fish would bite. Oh man, he thumped it and I did not get him. Man. Try a minnow. Try a live minnow this round. Since he didn't. He hit them crappie bites, but he didn't hang on. Well, and I don't think that was a bass doing that. I think that was a crappie. There he is. See what he is. Oh yeah. He was a crappie. Throw that minnow on there and he jumped on it. Okay, now we're talking. He's a little one, but he's big enough. He's a long little crappie. Yeah, we're gonna take him. It's the way the bite is today, it's rare to find one, so when you do, you probably need to focus on that area a little longer, because you might not run across another one for a little while. I think they're tucked up in them bushes. I really do. Back in there hiding from the gar. But and I might get a jig, and I just don't feel like getting a bunch of snags today. You jig that brush top right there, you're gonna spook a lot of fish off, because you're gonna hit some limbs. You're gonna snag in some limbs and lose some jigs and lose some fish, because you're gonna chase the fish off. I just don't want to do that right yet. Just trying to stay back a little bit with the beetle spin, catch an aggressor or two. Sometimes the aggressor is a big boy, so I don't mind. That's the good thing about the beetle spin. It's a big boy, so he actually gets all their attention. Little guys and big guys. Yeah, they might not want that big old jig every time, but they want it a lot. I want it enough for me. I've caught a many crappie on a beetle spin. Now, I didn't have that success until I put the bobby garlands on there, and that changed a lot. Then the crappie bites, then the minnows. You know, you just kind of evolve into a fishing lure that they want to attack. It's like fixing up your steak dinner. You want your baked potato and salad with it, you know. Although the steak is your main meal that's on the menu. All right, that looks good. Man, look at that covey right there. There's got to be one in there. Old scared crappie. I'd say he'd be the scared one. One that old Garden scared a couple times. He says, I'm staying way back here where I can run and hide. But I would say right here in this shady spot, even a good spot. There he is. Yeah, them shady spots, when it's hot like this, they work good. Now, he's a little smaller than I want, but he's a pretty crappie. Easy guy. He got him pretty good a hook set. Yeah. He's a little small, but he was fun. Well guys, I'm just coming back out here in the middle. Gonna troll a little bit. And I've seen a few crappie. 2.5 to 3.5 feet. So I'm trolling about 3 foot deep. And I put some weights on there also to keep it down a little bit because the wind's blowing a little faster than I want it to. So we want to keep the depth around 2.5 to 3 feet. If you go trolling too fast, your drift will be way up there. You'll only be about a foot out of the water, you know, a foot deep. So put a weight on there and keep her down there where the fish are at. But anyway, give it a try and see if we can avoid some of them gar. Okay, Mr. Oh, there he is. Oh, dang. Get him. Oh, I got him. barely got him. He barely hooked. Yeah, he's a little guy. But we did catch one out here finally. That dude, I'm gonna see how long he is. He's probably about 9, I'm thinking. Yeah, he's 9.5. But he's a pretty white crappie. Later. Man, he had it all the way under and I did not see it. And I think it was a gar. I got the head of the minnow left, so. Oh, look here. There we go. Another gar. Yeah, it was probably a gar. Yeah, he got off. Good deal. Didn't really want him on there anyhow.